Well, lots of people who live in urban Honolulu are receiving phone calls from the congressional campaigns asking them if they've sent back their mail-in ballots yet. And the campaigns say the state's Office of Elections is not providing them with key information that would allow them to stop making tens of thousands of those phone calls. KITV4's Keoki Kerr live with the exclusive story. Keoki.
And Laura, some folks who live in the 1st Congressional District from Hawaii Kai to Mililani are grumbling about the sometimes annoying phone calls from the congressional campaigns and their supporters, reminding them to return their mail-in ballots.
At Republican Party headquarters tonight, volunteers for congressional candidate Charles DeJoux called likely Republican voters in this special election.
I'm calling from the Charles DeJoux for Congress office, and I just wanted to find out if you received your ballot in the mail.
In other elections with walk-in voting, campaigns routinely send poll watchers to polling places who read polling books all day long to see who has voted. Then they relay the information back to their campaign offices so the campaigns stop calling their likely supporters who've already cast ballots.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
If we have that information, we can take the folks that have already voted off of the list and stop bothering them with phone calls, which I think they would appreciate. And so really just make our efforts more efficient and give our volunteers better information to call, and they wouldn't be calling people who have already voted.
But the state's Office of Elections has told DeJoux's campaign, as well as the campaigns of Democrats Ed Case and Colleen Hanabusa, that it is unable to provide the names of people who've sent in their mail-in ballots in this race. A state election spokesman says its entire system is set up for walk-in voting, and its older mainframe election computer system cannot provide daily updates on mail-in ballots. It doesn't have the capability of providing real-time reports on who did and who didn't vote, said Rex Cadilla. Charles DeJoux's campaign manager says,
I think that's unfortunate. I think giving us this information would help us increase voter turnout and increase voter participation, which is an important thing. I think that should be a mission of the Office of Elections.
State elections officials say while not turning over the information on who voted daily may not be convenient to the congressional campaigns, the state's main priority is to provide an accurate and fair election.
Now, this is the first time that state elections officials have conducted an all mail-in election. City officials, you might remember, ran 2 mail-in elections last year for open city council seats. Now, elsewhere in the congressional election tonight, there's a pretty hard-hitting television ad that's going to start running tomorrow, targeting one of the candidates who calls the spot misleading at best. I'm going to tell you about that coming up at 10:30. Keoki Kerr, KITV4 News.